Development of science in Asia. Asia is the world's largest continent and the birthplace of numerous ancient civilizations. It hosts a wide range of cultural, economic, scientific, and political events for people of all ages. Great civilizations such as India, China, and Middle East have excelled in the fields of science and technology and mathematics. So Asia ang pinakamalaking kontinente at dito nagsimula at iba-ibang sinaunang kabiasnan. Dito umusbong ang maraming idea at knowledge about culture, economic, science, politics. Ang mga bansang gaya ng mga India, China, and Middle East ay nakilala sila dahil sa kanilang mahalagang ambag sa science, technology, at sa mathematics. India is a massive peninsula surrounded on three sides by immense bodies, water and rainforests on the north by massive mountains. Indians came up with a variety of innovative concepts and technology that they might employ in their daily lives. So India is a large peninsula, which means it's surrounded by water on three sides. In the north, it is protected by tall mountains like Himalayas. Because of this environment, the people of India created many new ideas and technologies to help them in their daily lives. So, for example na lang dito is they discovered the numbers here in math and also they developed a Ayurveda na mamaya matatakel natin sa susunod na slides. And also they made to measure time like the sundial. So yung sundial is ito yung dito nila nalalaman if paggabi na ba or paumaga na. Let's tackle the importance contribution of India. So ancient India made the best and most valuable steel in the Roman Empire. So one of the most important contribution ng India is iron and metalworks. They very skilled in producing high quality iron and steel. Medicine. They created Ayurveda, a traditional medicine system from around 2500 BC that still used today. So in the field of medicine, so India is very famous. So because they developed Ayurveda, which is the traditional system of medicine that started more than 2500 years ago in ancient India. So, Ayurveda is uses methods like yung mga herbs, diet, like practices to keep people healthy. So, even today, Ayurveda is still na still practice or ginagamit pa rin hanggang ngayon bilang alternative medicine. Astronomy. They discover ideas about the Earth's round shape, the universe structure, and a 360-day year with 12 months of 30 days each. So, inside India, they develop ideas how the universe is structured and understands that the Earth is a spherical and can support itself safe space. They also created a calendar with a 360 days divided into 12 months of 30 days each. So, ito yung ginagamit pa rin natin hanggang ngayon na kalendaryo. Mathematics. The Indus Valley Civilization used accurate measuring tools like the Mohenjo-daro ruler. So, ancient India is advanced sila sa mathematics. The Indus Valley left the earliest sign of math in the region. For example naman dito is yung mga tao doon o ng Mohenjo-daro tried the standardized measurements, especially lengths, para ma-make nila yung very accurate na dito pag-measure. For example na lang is sa picture na yan. Aryabhata, this Indian mathematician, introduced trigonometry, algebra, and mathematical tables. So, one of the most famous mathematicians in India was Aryabhata. Also, in his books called Aryabhatiya, he introduced many important ideas in mathematics and astronomy. He created trigonometry function tables and methods for solving problems in algebra. So his work helped people understand numbers, angles, and calculation much better, and also it influenced math for many generations after him. The next is China. China is one of the oldest civilizations, contributing greatly to many fields like medicine, science, art, and philosophy. So China is the world's oldest civilization, over thousands of years. So the Chinese have made important contribution in medicine, astronomy, physics, mathematics, arts, philosophy, and music. And yung mga kanilang knowledge and culture is malaking impluwensya sa karatig bansa like Korea, Japan, Philippines, Vietnam, Thailand, Myanmar, and Cambodia, as well as other places along the Old Silk Road. So, ano ba yung Old Silk Road? Which dito nagsimula yung tinatawag na shortcut. Also, dito din nagaganap yung mga kalakaran ng ibang bansa mula China and other countries. So, medicine, traditional Chinese medicine, including acupuncture, uses plants and animals for healing and is based on centuries of knowledge. So, sa traditional Chinese medicine, it's very famous because it was developed over hundreds of years through the experience and discoveries of Chinese people. So, they learned how to use different plants and animals to treat various illnesses. So, isa na dito example is acupuncture, where, where needles are used to help the body heal. So, for example na lang ito, dito sa picture na to. Technology. They invented the compass, paper, gunpowder, printing, and many tools, the iron plow, wheelbarrow, and propeller, plus bridges, and the first earthquake detectors. In ancient China, China was very advanced in technology. They many invented important tools like and also machines that changed the world. And also some of their famous inventions include the compass, paper making, gunpowder, and printing, which became known in the West by the end of Middle Ages. And also they made useful tools like iron plow, wheelbarrow, and propeller, designed different types of bridges, created the first seismograph na nagdidetect ng earthquake. Astronomy. They carefully recorded events like supernovas, eclipses, and comets to study the skies and their effect on Earth. So sa ancient Chinese astronomers, they keep detailed records of comets, supernovas, and solar and lunar eclipse. And also they study these events, they learn more about universe and how it can affect life on Earth. Development of science in Middle East countries. In the Middle East, most people are Muslims. From the 7th to 13th centuries, during the golden age of Islam, Muslims advanced science by using experiment to test ideas. Their progress was helped by the Arabic language, access to Greek writings, and contact with India. So most of the people sa Middle East are Muslims. When Islam began in the 7th and 8th centuries, it started a time learning na tinatawag na Golden Age of Islam. which lasted until the 13th century. Muslims were able to learn a lot. They spoke Arabic, had access to big books, and were close to India. Unlike Greeks, Muslim scientists focus more on experiments and testing rather than just thinking about ideas. So let's discuss now the people who made great contribution in the Middle East. The first one is Ibn al-Haytham. So si Ibn al-Haytham was the first to correctly explain the theory of vision and to argue that vision occurs in the brain pointing to observations that it's subjective and affected by personal experience. So si Ibn al-Haytham, known as the father of optics, pinakita niya through experiments that vision works because light goes into our eyes, helping people understand how we see. The second one is Al-Khwarizmi. The term algorithm comes from his name, and algebra from his book title was Improve the Arabic Numeral System from India and introduced the decimal point. So the word algorithm comes from Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi, and the word algebra comes from al-Jabir. The first word in the first word one of his books, even though the Arabic numeral system started in India, Muslim mathematicians improved it, including adding the decimal point to make calculation easier. The third one is Jabir ibn Hayyan, father of chemistry. So si Jabir ibn Hayyan is called father of chemistry because he developed many important chemical techniques and experiments that helped shape the science of chemistry. So, for example, na lang dito is distillation. So, yung distillation is separate liquid by heating them to collect their vapor and pulling it back into liquid. This one person is Ibn Sina. First to perform clinical trials and advanced experimental medicine. His book, The Book of Healing and the Canon of Medicine were standard texts for centuries. So si Ibn Sina isa siya sa famous Muslim physician who pioneered experimental medicine and was the first to perform clinical trials. And also, nagsulat din siya sa ng mga importanteng libro like the Book of Healing and the Canon of Medicine, which were used as standard medical texts in both the Muslim world and Europe until the 17th century. So the next is development of science in Africa. Africa has always been rich in natural and mineral resources. Even before European colonization, science and mathematics were already thriving in African civilization. Like other ancient cultures, early African societies created and shared important knowledge. So, si Africa is mayaman siya sa natural minerals resources na nakatulong sa civilization nila para mag-grow and mag-develop yung bansa nila. Long before Europeans arrived, African societies were already practicing science and mathematics. For example na lang dito is they used geometry to measure land and build structures, study the stars and planets to create calendars and develop their knowledge sa medisina, metallurgy, and sa agriculture. So the following are the most notable contributions of Africa. The first is astronomy, math, and medicine. Ancient Egyptians made a big contributions. They created geometry to measure farmland along the Nile. So next is alchemy and medicine. Egypt was a center of alchemy, early chemistry. They studied a human anatomy, medicine, and treatments which were similar to modern scientific. The third is astronomy in Africa. Africans use different types of calendars like lunar moon, solar or the sun, and the stellar or the stars. The fourth is metallurgy. Africans made metal tools for farming, buildings, and creating great structures. And the last one is the mathematics. The Lelombo bone 35,000 BCE is the oldest known artifact. It may have been used for basic arithmetic or the lunar calendar.